Okay, that should be better. Yeah. Hello. Oh, that's better. This is the right way. I can tell because I can do this. Cool. All right, we're back. Sorry, guys. I hate having to interrupt my stream for that stuff, but it's important audio-wise, so thank you for bearing with me. And thank you to Ethan. He's incredible, and go check out his new single tomorrow or tonight when it's coming out. Okay, I'm going to get on to some more music before we bring on my friend Betty, and yeah. So I'm going to play a new song that I haven't played yet on the stream and I haven't released yet, so hopefully it goes well. How you guys doing? You're back. That's a great start. Yeah. Hey, I'm king of awkward over here, and I wear that crown proudly. We can check your improvement. Well, hopefully we're improving. Hopefully we're improving every week. That's the goal. Because I want to keep this up. If you guys keep it up, I'll keep it up. But honestly, this is like, it's like allowed me to look forward to something every week, and I can't stress how important that is to me right now, because it's given me focus, and it's a really weird time right now for artists and musicians, because we're so used to going out and playing gigs, and a lot of us can't do that. And so to me, this feels like a real gig, and I'm gonna keep it going as long as you guys keep coming back. We'll keep going. So I'm gonna play another new song. Hopefully, I might make some mistakes, but that's okay. I can picture the end before it even begins. Going up in a blaze before the fire is lit. Just when I think I'm better, think I'm getting better, but ain't getting better, no, I ain't getting better. I'm no good love, I'm no good at love, but I don't think I've ever wanted something so bad. I'm no good love, I'm no good at love. I'm holding on but feel you slipping out of my hands. You make it look so easy while I'm falling apart. I'm breaking under pressure, yeah, it's breaking my heart. I'm no good love, I'm no good, good, good. Stars, but I'm stuck in the clouds. And baby, it's getting hard to take the easy way out. And just when I think I'm better, think I'm getting better, but I ain't getting better, no, I ain't getting better. I'm no ever wanted something so bad. I'm no good love, I'm no good at love. I'm holding on but slipping out of my hands. You make it look so easy while I'm falling apart. I'm breaking under pressure, yeah, it's breaking my heart. I'm no good love, I'm no good, good, good enough. Ever been good love, I'm no good at love. I don't think I've ever wanted something so bad. I'm no good love, I'm no good at love. I'm good, good, good at love. Definitely messed that up here and there, but I'm excited for that one. Okay, let's see. Betty, I might do one more song and then bring you on if that's cool, if you're watching. Yeah, is that fine? Yeah, one more song. Okay, I'm gonna do one more song and then I'm gonna bring Betty on. Cool. And I sang this one before as well, and I'm sticking to the love theme, but this one is called Analog Love. It's basically about what we're doing right now, talking through a screen. It's harder than we ever thought it'd be. Lately, all we do is talking to a screen. Say what you're trying to say, what you're trying to say to me. Breaking up, can't feel what you feel for me. Say what you're trying to say, nothing's getting through to me. Are we living in deja vu? Kisses through split screens to analog love. Are we gonna love through the changes? Felt I was touching you, live in my hotel room. It felt like analog love. Are we gonna love through the changes? Ooh. Are we gonna love through the changes? I'm holding on to what we used to be. Lately, this digital love is breaking down on me. Say what you're trying to say, what you're trying to say to me. Breaking up, can't feel what you feel for me. Say what you're trying to say, nothing's getting through to me. Are we living in deja vu? Kisses through split screens to analog love. Are we gonna love through the changes? Felt I was touching you, live in my hotel room. It felt like analog love. Are we gonna love through the changes? Ooh, ooh. Are we gonna love through the changes? Say to me, what you trying to say, what you trying to say to me, what you trying to say, what you trying to say to me, what you trying to say, what you trying to say to me, what you trying to say, what you trying to say to me, what you trying to say, what you trying to say to me, what you trying to say, what you trying to say to me. Are we living in deja vu? Electric kisses through split screens to analog love. Are we gonna love through the changes? I just had to get that out of my system. Okay, let's see if Betty is kicking. And I would love to bring her on because she is an incredible person and currently going through some acid reflux. That's the intro that everybody wants. Let's see if I can pull her up. Hang on, Betty. It's coming. We're just a little delayed. All right. What's going on in Nelson? Hey. Hometown. Yes, Betty is amazing. I'm scrolling back, looking at request. Betty, Betty, Betty. If you're around, Betty, holla at me. My cell phone is shut off because I don't want people calling during my live stream, but maybe ready to go. Fire your text. That didn't go through. Let's check again. I don't see you, Betty, Betty, Betty. All right, Betty, where you at? Let's try one more time. Jacket is on theme. Oh, look at my security device. How do I go back? Look at that. That's awesome. Now you know my security code. Don't try to break into my house. Okay. Nope. Oh, there you are. Hey, Betty. There you are. Okay, here you are. Boom. Let's go.
Hi, friends.
Yes.
Yay!
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You sound great. You
Oh,
look great.
Thanks, man.
Are you in LA right now?
I am in LA right now. Look at this sunny, gorgeous. It's like the most perfect night on. Look at this. Look at this. Our orange trees.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
So quarantine's not so bad right there.
Well, it's been raining for a month, so now that it's not raining, yeah, it's nice.
Well, and we needed it. California needed it.
Yes. Are you in LA as well?
No, I'm in Vancouver right now.
You're in Canada.
I'm in Canada. Commonwealth. You're
Wait,
Australian.
hell yeah. Big Commonwealth energy. I feel like I'm an honorary Canadian. I'm marrying one, so I feel like I'm essentially Canadian as well.
You're going to be, yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Oh, it's really nice to see you. It's been too long, my friend.
Yeah. Well, it has been long, but okay, so I was thinking today, I was thinking of things we can talk about, and I first met you at probably the dopest week of my life.
Yeah, the Lulu.
In New York City, where Lululemon invited us to perform, and in exchange, they walked us through yoga every day, gave us a bunch of Lululemon clothes. And
what a sweet deal.
Yeah, that was incredible. But I remember that's when you came on my radar, and then I checked out your music, and I was like, wow, she's incredible. And I think at that time, somebody
loves you
was just blown up or had blown up. And I was like, oh my God.
It was one of my first, I know, it was like the first song I ever put out. So that was like the first thing I ever did with Lulu as well. Cause they like gone on to be like incredible sponsors for me. And they sponsored my last tour. Yeah. So like, that was my first like time doing anything with them. And I remember being like, this is the sweetest deal ever. If we could keep doing this, it'd be great.
Yeah. Do you still keep in touch with Julie?
Of course.
Yeah.
She and I were just talking. She's trying to escape to Palm Springs. Julie is our friend who works at Lulu, who like took care of us the whole time.
Yeah. She was amazing.
And she tried to escape to Palm Springs. I think she wants to kind of disappear and
That's not a bad place to escape.
I know. I think her parents have a place there, so she's doing just fine.
So we were talking earlier before we came on, and I think we might as well just let people know that you have a little acid reflux going on, and I've had this myself. And as a singer, that's it.
The reef, man.
It's it. It's the worst.
The reef will get you.
Do you remember the first time I had it? I didn't know what it was because I wasn't sick. Mm-hmm. I just couldn't sing, and it scared the crap out of me. I was like, "Why can't I sing?"
Am I just bad now?
What's that?
Am I just bad now? Like forever? Did it just go away? That's what I think all the time when I'm like, I can't sing anymore. And I'm like, oh, is this just how it's going to be forever? I get really paranoid because it's my life. It's like, of course we do.
Well,
it's our livelihood.
And it causes, and it's, obviously on tour too. You mentioned when you were on, I don't know who you were on tour with, but you said you had to help, steroids. Yes. You had to do the same thing.
I know. All of us singers have had to do it on tour. I don't think I know a single person who hasn't had like a full nervous breakdown on a tour because of vocal issues, because
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Well,
crazy.
real.
You're playing so many shows a week and it's really the travel that takes you down.
Yeah.
Because it's not really like I could sing an hour and a half every day and I'm not going to hurt myself, but it's the other things that tour demands of you that makes it really difficult to stay healthy, and like your immune system is just shot.
100%.
So I think it's really like I had on my last headlining tour, and it's always because it's stress also, right? So you like psych yourself up and you like have this, it's half psychosomatic in the way that like it's always around the biggest show of tour.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
100%.
Always the biggest show tour. It's New York or LA.
Yeah.
All your friends are coming.
Yeah.
Excuse me, my dog wants to say hi.
Hi.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. I miss my cat.
He
So
wants to hang out so bad.
What's your dog's name?
He's the attitude on this one. His name's Hicks.
Hicks. Oh.
And he is so mad at my phone right now.
Oh my God.
He's like, hang out with me. I'm sorry, did we hang out all day? Is that not enough for you? I know. So needy.
Oh, I love that. I love that so much. I miss my animal. I miss my baby.
You don't have your baby with you?
I have nothing with me. I have my guitar, my keyboard. But I'm doing these Instagram lives every week just to maintain some sort of mental clarity.
To stay sane, babe.
To stay sane, yeah. Just to check in on friends
sorry.
and play music. Because to me, like music, when I, getting into music for me before I like became an artist or anything, it was literally like what I would do when I was depressed before I knew what depression was.
Yeah.
I would just go and play piano. Before I knew what songwriting was, I would just make up songs.
Oh, man.
And that was like my...
Do you miss that? Don't you miss a little bit of that? Like, I miss when I didn't know too much. There was a sweet spot there when I was a young
100%.
person, before I'd learned so much about the business, and even just like I went to college for songwriting. So it's like, even before you sort of break it down, I went to Berkeley.
That's which is like the most notorious one. So.
For song, I would say probably. I mean, I think USC is another really great songwriting college. I have a couple friends who went there around the same time I was at Berkeley. I think it's probably one of the two of those that you really you hear about the most. But before at the beginning of Berkeley, I was so prolific because I was just like, it didn't have to be good. You were just writing because you were just writing. Now when you write, it has to be good. So the pressure's on. And so it's a little bit, it's just different,
But it's funny, like, I don't know, you probably have a massive catalog, and are there certain songs, because sometimes when I feel like maybe a song's not good, that's just me being insecure because it's so vulnerable. Maybe. And I tell myself that maybe it's not good, but sometimes those vulnerable ones are the ones that people like, that are hiding in the
I know. I have that weird thing too, where like, it's not often that I write a song and I'm like, I hate this. Sometimes, like every now and then, you write just the worst, and you're like, and it might not even be the worst, but you just like, for me, also the experience of writing it changes how I feel about the song a lot.
Well,
because if I write an awesome song, but the day writing it was a nightmare, it's really difficult for me to get over it and be like, I love the song, it's great. It's like, because the experience of making it was so difficult that then I'm like, I fucking hate this song because all of my like associations with it are bad. Yeah,
that's a good point. I mean, this industry, like, you have to have such thick skin at all times. And like, and I think I speak that because I've had bad experiences like that too, but it's like with A-list songwriters, and there's like a part of the industry, that's the part of the industry that drives me nuts sometimes, is that like, labels will put so much weight into someone else's success, and because you might have had a session with them, they think that's just going to be an automatic success, but the experience itself might have been actually horrible.
I've had a couple of those that would, I think, shock most people, that are very like, a person who's supposed to be the best songwriter in the biz and you're supposed to have the best day with them, and I left being like, that was awful. And also it's like, it's also, it depends on, everybody has a bad day. So like, there are so many sessions that whether the song was good or not, if I was in it, I know I can think of 5 off the top of my head right now that I was in a really bad space and I was being a baby and I was being super immature and I just had a bad day.
We're human.
And I didn't bring my best, and I tried to always. So and that also, like, then those people think that I'm the worst, but I'm, so it's like, it's really, it is you have to have that day then where everybody's in the right space.
Yeah.
And the juju is good, and you have that thing where like someone says a line, and then you're like, oh, and then you're like finishing the lines together, and it's like that magic of it, and you're like, oh, music, like I love this, that's so much more special.
That's what we aim for, and I find the older I get, the longer I do this, I try to surround myself with those types of people where I've had those experiences with, because I feel like, we come up together, like as a community, as an artistic community, and I'm sure you have a favorites, and I'm kind of segueing into the last time I saw you. You were recording vocals in my studio. I
was, because the Fly By Midnight boys were staying with you, or live with you. We're staying.
Well, no. We're just friends, and the funny thing with them is I was introduced to them via email from my publisher, saying these guys are up and coming from New York, Fly By Midnight, and I was like, cool. But it's one of those things where I was kind of trying to finish my record, and I was very stressed out at my previous place that I was at, my label. And I was just kind of like,
sis, tell me about it. We can talk about that for.
We are live streaming.
Yeah.
So I kind of like put it to the side, but then I met them in person at Grammy weekend at the NMPA, the Songwriters Association. They were doing a showcase, and they were just hilarious and awesome, super nice. And then I was like,
I just like good people. I love when that happens, when you meet people and you're like, I don't even know what your music sounds like, but I already know that you're good dudes, and I like hanging out with you and like being your friend. And then they also happen to be so great. That's one good plus. I know so many people who I love who are bad, and they're not. They're so good. It's great. I love when that happens, because then you don't have to lie either. You know what I mean? You're like, I love you genuinely, and I'm really excited to support this.
No, 100%. And the fact that they gave me a second shot to they didn't just be like, oh, Sean Hook blew us off. Like, he was like, no, they came back and they delivered, and we wrote a song. Like, all the songs I would do with them, I love. So shout out to them for watching. They're probably not even watching, but it's okay.
I know they don't love us. They don't care.
Anyways, that's the last time I saw you at my studio. You did a feature on one of their songs. Lovely.
Yes, they have a song called Lovely. The story of that song is crazy too, because I think it was so I live with a producer who I've worked with a ton, who you should actually work with. I think you guys would really get along. Pretty Sister, who's an amazing producer and writer. And I've done a ton of stuff with him. So he the first time I met the boys, they were in my house having a session with him.
Okay.
And then I think it was either my roommate or my friend Vincent, who has worked a lot with the boys, and he sent me, I think it was him who sent me the song Lovely, and he was like, I think you're gonna like this.
Yeah.
And it was just them on it, whatever. It was the first version of the song, and I was like, I'm obsessed, and it was one of my top played songs of 2018 or whenever it came out. I listened to it nonstop, and then I had posted it, and the boys were like, well, since you like the song, like, we want to do a repackage of it. Do you want to be on it? And I was like, yes.
That's amazing.
I love it. And it's like,
great.
It's
and
really,
what you did is great on it too. And I apologize because I know how hot it was in the studio when you sang that vocal.
And I have a weird thing too when I am singing, and I get especially I put pressure on myself in the studio to you want to sound good and deliver, not have a reef episode. But I sweat only out of my left armpit. It's a weird. I don't. And I was singing, and it was so hot, and you have to turn all the air conditioning and all the fans off in a studio so that you're not getting all the sound on the microphone as you're singing.
Yeah.
And so I left, and I just met them, and I don't want to be like gross, and I'm like, so I'm holding my left hand like so nice, like hugs this hug with this arm in, so it was a very sweaty day, but I am very very happy with what we got out of it.
Yeah, well, you crushed it, and I could totally relate. I've recorded in that vocal booth with barely any clothing on before, because it sounds great.
Yes.
But you have to shut everything off.
Oh, yeah.
But I moved. I'm in Sherman Oaks now, and I've got a...
Oh, man. You're in a different spot.
I'm in a different spot now, yeah.
That studio was so great, too.
It was
so
great.
So if you're upgrading,
it had its flaws, besides the AC.
Well, sure, but this is hot as fuck.
But... I'm sure you're used to hot days, so you're muscle through. And you don't seem to have, like... You don't have I know you don't. You don't have an ego or a diva-ism about you, so you just rolled with the punches and got...
Try to. I think this is like a huge, something I've learned a lot about being in the business for the even kind of few years that I have anyway. I really came to understand very early in my career how much your attitude makes a difference. And I still have days where that I'm
Oh yeah,
a
no,
shithead and
we're
whatever.
human. We're
Of
human.
course.
Like, I think sometimes artists get judged unfairly for being divas or you know, assholes or whatever you want to call them. We're human. We're just like everybody else. You know, we go.
Well, it's also because, like, you know, having somebody meet you and having them immediately have an expectation of you, like, you don't meet a stranger on the street and expect them to, like, hug you and be so fun and nice and, like, say the right thing.
Yeah.
You know, and, like, you always want to be that person for, you know, I know what it's like to love an artist and have them be not awesome to you. So you don't want to be that person ever. But it's an interesting thing of, like, you know, people have listened to your music on repeat and spent hours and hours and hours thinking about what it would be like to meet you.
Right.
You know, isn't that crazy? Are we, by the way, like, I think this is crazy all the time. I'm like, I'm stupid. Why do you want to meet me? This is so, like, it always blows my mind still to this day. I'm always like, I would love to meet you, but I'm kind of a dum-dum. But yeah, sure.
Well, but you're an emotional, you connect the emotions. Like, music is what feelings sound like. And so if someone relates to something you're doing, that's what it is.
Yeah.
They're not looking at, like, your SAT scores, or like, they're like, you hit me on a level. You change the course of someone's trajectory. And I think,
isn't that crazy?
And that's why we do this, honestly.
Music,
like,
man.
Yeah, and the people that are writing right now, like your Betty Who crew. Like,
yeah, my Who crew. Hey, like, friend.
That's amazing. Like, you're touching people, you're inspiring people. And
it's funny. That's the second time in 48 hours that I've been called emotional. In a good way. My friend, I texted a friend checking in, being like, how are you? I'm just thinking so much about you. He was like, oh, my emotional queen. Like, you get me. I run high. I think especially in my music, it really comes out. I've been noticing all the stuff I've been writing recently. It's all pretty, like, it's very hard on your sleeve. It's very, very, very emotional. But that's what we should be so lucky to tap into that. You know what I mean?
I 100% agree. I think otherwise it's contrived. If it's not emotional and real, then there really shouldn't be a point to it.
Yeah.
And on that note, so what are you put out a single? Was your latest single in January? I remember, or was that?
That was last year.
I
put, no, you're fine. Let me think about this.
Oh,
who am I? Where am I? What year is it?
We're 2020. No, you just put out a music video.
I did. Okay. So I put out a music video for The One, which is a song off of my last album.
Okay.
That I just, like, the record is out and it was over, and I was like, maybe I should. I always wanted to make a music video for it, and tour was over, and we had so much fun performing it. And so I was like, let's just do, like, a really fun dance video for it, which I loved so much. And, like, I'm trying to always just, like, channel one of the members of NSYNC at any given time. Depending on my mood, they all change. You know what I mean? I'm sort of in a Joey Fatone space today, but I think, like, right now I'm working on a record. I'm actually, given that I'm stuck in quarantine, I actually might be pumping out some stuff earlier and more unexpectedly than I was going to. So I'm going to start working on some stuff. Yeah. So you're in VC. So what are you doing there?
Well, no, I'm just I have the whole record ready to go. But
oh my gosh.
We're
but you're holding.
Well,
it's a weird time.
I have a new single out right now in Canada that's doing well.
Yeah.
We just put a music video out last week, so that's.
Oh my gosh! Great. I gotta go watch. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
I'm dancing. I was inspired by Betty Who. I see.
No way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go watch it right now.
You gotta watch it.
Me, X is out of the live, so I can go watch the video. No, I won't.
Go check it out. Do you know Kaisa, the artist?
Of course.
Yeah, so she was on my.
I did a tour with Kaisa years ago.
Oh, amazing! So
my queen
choreographer choreographed the video for me.
Oh my gosh, I loved
Luba. Yeah.
Luba was on tour. She was on tour with Kaisa when we were on the tour, so I know her from tour.
She manages Kaisa as well. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah. So, anyways, she choreographed it, and the music video's came out last week. But I didn't want to take away from your conversation. So
no, I asked you. I want to know.
No, well, there it is.
That's awesome. Congrats.
Thank you.
And are you born and raised Canada, and then you've moved? So you're from Vancouver. You're from West Coast.
Nelson, BC. Yeah.
Nelson.
So it's about 8 hours, if you look at the map, 8 hours east of Vancouver, like literally right above the border.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, my fiance, my very Canadian fiance, I was telling him, I was like, I'm going out with Sean Hook, and he was like, he's Canadian, right? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, do I know him from Hockey Night in Canada? And I was like,
yes.
He said yes.
Yeah. So I did in Hockey Night in Canada. So they do Hockeyville every Sunday, and I did one this year in Ottawa. It was -20.
Cool.
I played piano and sang for the first time. I debuted my single. Like
Great.
I did in Canada. We're
Just like
hardcore. Oh, it
you're
was
like
crazy,
frozen
but
fingers.
You couldn't tell.
Yeah.
But you could tell. It was
You could totally tell.
you could totally tell.
That's awesome. Congrats. I
Thank
love
you.
Hockey Night in Canada. Are you? You tell me you're not a Senators fan.
I'm a Canucks fan. I'm a BC boy, so I'm a
You're a
Vancouver.
BC boy, Canucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of guys that I'm fans of. I'm a fan of hockey, so like
Yeah.
So I kind of follow all the teams.
I'm a newly inducted through Zach's family. Him and his dad are super into the Leafs. His dad's been a Leafs fan since his dad was like 5,
Yeah,
which is also the last time they won a Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
So I care a lot now. So like over Christmas when it's all happening, like we get together and we watch all the games, and
Yeah.
it's like I know so much now, and I'm like, oh, now I'm screaming, and the I know all the calls, and I'm like, hey, and I get really into it.
That's awesome. I mean, the Leafs are legendary in Canada, and I think some people were saying Leafs. Yeah, it's Betty who's a Leafs fan.
Yeah.
Someone says Montreal Canadiens. I'm actually a Montreal Canadiens fan by family as well. One of my
That's your like
cousin's husband plays for the Montreal Canadiens.
Yeah. You're
He's
basically Canadian royalty. You were on Hockey Night in Canada. You play on the radio in Canada.
I gotta say,
you're twice removed from a Canadiens player.
I gotta say, like when I fanboy, it's over hockey.
Sport.
Oh yeah, like the Hockey Night in Canada that had the Stanley Cup there, so that was like I was losing it. Yeah.
I think that's also like I was just watching. I love that show Hot Ones. Have you seen this on YouTube?
I don't think
it's excuse me. It's a guy. Sorry, my dog is like really trying to play right now. The second that I'm focusing on something else, he's like, hey, this quarantine is he's not gonna come out of this easily at the end of this. Hi, you wanna say hi? You wanna say hi? You're being a crazy boy.
Oh my goodness.
But I was watching, so it's an interviewer who eats hot, like there's a progression of heat of chicken wings with celebrities.
Yeah, I've heard of this. Yes.
Yeah. It's like the Idris Elba gif of him fucking, or meme of him like freaking out. Yeah. But Zac Efron just did one, and he was talking about how he only fangirls over like athletes. Like that's his version. It's always, I think it's like because we're in this business, you recognize the hustle of a completely different business that like is the same kind of like you dedicate your whole life to it and it is everything, but it being so physical is really different. And I think that makes us go like, it's a different part of your brain that you're using. And I think that like same, like when I meet professional athletes, I'm always like way more floored than I am meeting most musicians.
That's a very good point. I've never really breaking it down like that, but that makes sense.
We're getting into some psychology here where
someone just asked if we wrote a song right now, what would it be called?
What day is it?
It's Thursday.
I just thought, I'm just daring to be bad here. Just gonna throw one out, it doesn't have to stick. Thursday on the Balcony was my first, and you make it like a little French, like do, do, do,
French.
do, 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 and you do a little.
Oh wait, no French. That's not very French. My French is awful.
Like a little 6/8, like a little,
Oh wait, this is.
There you go.
It's
there you go.
On your balcony in Los Angeles.
That's it.
This is
First
going
try.
straight to the dumpster.
One take hook. That's what they call you.
Someone said Celine Dion. There we go. We need her to come on and bail us out.
Oh man.
Well, I'm bummed that I can't hear you sing, but I totally understand.
I know. I could try. I would sound fine. I just wouldn't sound good. Do you know what I mean?
I know exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
No, I know exactly what you mean. 100%. I'm like the most in tune with my voice, and even if it's like 2% off, I'm like, no, guys, I can't do it.
Yeah. No, it's like I don't have it today.
Yeah.
But no, I always am trying to protect. That's like I'm kind of like I'm not like a germaphobe or sort of particularly like stressed about that for the most part, except for my vocal health.
Yeah.
I'm like psycho about my vocal health.
Same way, especially on tour, and like the older and wiser I get, like protecting my body, my voice. Like
older being the operative word.
But,
I don't have it like I used to.
I envy drummers, guitar players, and anyone who just plugs their instrument in that doesn't have to actually like worry about how their voice sounds.
It's a different beast. I mean, I think you still have good days and bad days no matter what kind of musician you are, but I think the overuse is a different beast when you're talking to people all day and then you have to go sing.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I'm with you. Okay.
Yeah.
So before we wrap up, is there somewhere, I know we can't hear you sing live, but is there a song you want to dedicate a song to the people that are watching right now?
Man. Yeah, that's cute. Cute idea. Let me think on it. Yeah. Well, you can listen to me anywhere. Like I'm on the Spotify, on the iTunes, on the YouTube.
Oh, of course.
And you can check out my Instagram. I've been posting a lot of like acoustic stuff that I'm working on. A cover, actually, one of my favorite songs that has come out. I actually got the idea because I'm a huge fan of Hannah Hayes. Do you know who Hannah Hayes is?
The country singer?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So I love Hannah.
Kendall plays him religiously.
Oh my gosh, yeah. See, she and I are gals. We have the best time. Is she with you or is she in LA?
No, she's in Los Angeles. She's looking out for Fort and my cat.
You guys are isolating separately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, oh man. Oh man. I send out. I feel you, and I'm so sorry for you. But yeah. So there's a song. So he posted a thing today. I think it's the birthday of his last record or something. Okay. Yeah. He was just like posted a dedication to Wild Blue. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, my reef. Which is there's a song on his last album called My Song Too.
Okay.
And it's about when you break up, how you hear your song that used to be your song with that person, and you're like, it was my song too. Like and the chorus is, I know you're gone, but every word's still true. It's like one of the most beautifully written and like crafted. It's it's just like a song, you know?
Wow.
And I've been wanting to sing it for a while, and then I saw his dedication today, and I was like, oh, I should do it. I should work on like a real cover of it and post a little acoustic video. So I'm going to do that in the next couple of days.
Oh, amazing.
So you should listen to My Song Too by Hannah Hayes. That's my dedication. That's honestly, I feel like it's a gift because it's such a good song, and like now you're better off for having it in your life. Truly.
Okay, amazing. I'm gonna go listen to that. And
music.
Then I'll be back and following your socials when you post your version of it.
Yes, please. Sean, it was really, really lovely to see you.
Yeah, likewise.
I'm really glad you're doing these and like staying. Are you at least with family, or are you by your lonesome?
I'm by my lonesome. So I want to go see my family. So like the other part of me is like, I want to, do my due diligence and self-isolate. So we'll see. But as I'm just toughing it out for now, and we'll see. Hopefully we can put this all behind us. And
oh my God. Also, someone just commented Justice for Making Memories, which is one of my favorite songs I ever put out. And I felt like literally nobody cared about it. So thank you. I think so too.
A deep cut.
It is a deep cut. And I was like, everybody's going to love this song. And I didn't hear a word. And nobody was like, Making Memories is great. It just like went unnoticed. And I was like,
yeah, I have a couple of those.
Where you think they're so good and nobody cares. It's okay. It's fine. It's bound to happen.
Play them on your live stream, which is what I do.
I know. Just all the deep cuts.
Yeah. Well, what a song. Stay safe.
This is really good. You too. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Miss you, dude. I'm glad you're okay. And keep giving us your gift, man. Keep singing.
Appreciate it,
Betty. Love it.
We're gonna go listen to My Song Too. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, bye.
See you, Betty. Bye. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Betty. The time is flying by, and I don't think my we're gonna get to some music. Let's see if we have audio, and I don't think I do because I can't hear myself in my headphones. So I am so sorry. I'm gonna have to restart again. I'm so sorry, but I don't have audio in my piano. Yeah, I can't hear it. Okay, sorry guys. We'll be right back, okay? I'm gonna end it and come right back.